time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Ball is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready? I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. So much crying from him. He's a man. He can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You had no work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready? I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. It is our, Winning Wednesday. And, man, I already feel like I'm off. It's hump day, and I'm just off. I am just off. I got to learn how to manage my distractions. Anybody else have that? Like, you got to learn how to manage your distractions. I gotta learn how to do that. I have to learn how to do that, especially before I come on the show. Whenever I get a chance to just breathe and relax and say a prayer before I come in the studio, great show. But on days like today, when it's from one thing to another, and you know, you got folks wanting you to do this, wanting you to do that, and you're like, all right, I'm doing this right now. Let me get back to you. I'm doing that right now. Let me get back to you. And they just won't take that for an answer. I'm frazzled. I'm like, I'm frazzled. I just gotta get it back in the lane. So bear with me today. Boy, I sure hope David Grubb joins today, because I need a brother to lean on today. Keith Heading's got his hands up. Keith, how do you manage your distractions before you do something big? Like, I know people who are like, yo, don't talk to me right now. Don't give me anything right now. Don't say anything to me right now. I'm laser focused. And I try to do that, but I can't always get that done. So, Keith, El Michelle, how do y'all manage your distractions before you do something big? El Michelle, you're a gifted musician and singer and all of that. How do you stay focused before you go out there and you do what you do? 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. I used to be a bowler. I was a bowler growing up. My mom had me and my sister in bowling leagues. And I'll never forget, I had a game where I was on track for a 300. I had like 10 strikes in a row. And I loved what my team did. They didn't bother me. They didn't come over and talking about, after we get out of here, we're going to do this. And, hey, there's somebody over there wanting to talk to you about. They did not say a word to me. They stayed away. What got me was everybody came from the other lanes to stand behind our lanes. And it was distracting. So on the next strike, which I would have needed to be able to get the 300, I left a 7-pin. I'm a lefty, so I left that 7-pin. I picked it up on the spare, and I ended up with a 279. Highest game I ever bowled. I've never bowled a 200. I mean, the 300. I've never bowled a 299, 298, 297. 279 was my highest score. I threw all the strikes that I could except for I left that 7-pin, and I was dead in the pocket. But what threw me off was when I looked up and I saw all those people standing there watching me attempt to bowl a 300. And it wasn't their fault. It wasn't their fault. It was mine. It was mine for not keeping my focus. And that's what I did today. I don't think I've been able to keep my focus today. Hey, Milo, I got some good news for you today. I think I got some good news for you today, Milo. Not sure. I think I got some good news for you today. But I need somebody to kind of help me. Leah Brown is one of the most amazing life coaches in the world, bar none. And I meant what I said. Leah, I need your coaching prowess and expertise on how you block everything out during big moments before you're about to go into a show or a sermon or a big speech, a big event. How do you block it all out? Leah, if you got time, call me 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000. You'll help a lot of people if you can help us understand how to block everything out, all the background noise out, all the other people with their, I want to talk about this and I want to do that. And you're like, yo, that's not really a part of my day right now. Like that's not number one or two. It's not that I don't care about it. I just can't do it right now. So let me see. El Michelle said, I put my phone on do not disturb the day before and I don't talk to anyone. I got people that get mad at me for doing that. Like I literally had somebody on a conference call last night. I haven't been able to get in touch with you. And I'm just thinking like, are you kidding me right now? Like, do you know who I am? I will bite you. I will bite a plug out of you. I don't get it. I can't, that folks won't let me do that, El Michelle. They won't let me do that. No such thing as AJ putting his phone on do not disturb and that. She'll say, I'll send out all the information the week before and then reiterate it during the last practice for performance. You know, this is a big thing. I mean, athletes literally will pay what's called a sports psychologist or a sports psychotherapist to help them block out all the background noise when they're about to make a big putt. Tiger Woods used to get in other guys' head just by walking out there. Like somebody's got to make a big putt and Tiger walks out there and it's like, oh God, I ain't gonna make it. You know, they just fall apart on the inside because they couldn't block out who Tiger Woods was. Now the young guns came on and then it was like, you know, please, I was 4 years old when Tiger got started. I ain't scared of him. You know, but I know bowlers have gotten sports therapists. I know track athletes. I was a hurdler, and you literally got to see yourself gliding over the hurdles, not jumping. If you jump, you go up in the air and come down. But if you glide, you're just gliding right over the top of the hurdles. And I know guys who are, colleagues who, you know, teammates who got people to help them focus on just that. I got to see myself gliding over all the hurdles. Like I see myself leaning at the tape and winning the race. And they had good success. So, man, I wish Leah Brown could call. I wish she could. That would be great. All right, so let me do this. Let me take a quick break. Let's get our first break in. And then when I come back, let me go ahead and get to the lunch break weekly, keeping up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. It came down to a tiebreaker again. Y'all think I make that up, I think. I think y'all think that I make that up. And I don't. It just comes out that way. When you have, 30 some odd participants, every now and then somebody will come out with the right score. Same score. All right, so we'll do that when we come back. Sports update brought to you by, this update is brought to you by who? Tax Doctor and Lily. I love this little Lily. She's becoming my new favorite. So let's hear from the tax doctor and Lily right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
Hi, my name is Lily. My mom and dad used to fight about money all the time. Then one day, I heard them talking about this guy, some uncle I never knew, called Uncle Sam. Well, they say this Uncle Sam guy wanted them to pay him like $1 gazillion, and they didn't have $1 gazillion. So they called this company they heard on the radio called the Tax Doctor. And the Tax Doctor worked with Uncle Sam's people. I think they're called the IRS. And they are able to work it out so my mom and dad didn't have to pay Uncle Sam very much money at all. So now mom and dad are happy, and I'm happy too. Thanks, Tax Doctor.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, call now and pay less. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359. Here's an important COVID-19 school system update for your local area. If you're concerned about your child's education, please pay close attention to this message. The current school systems were not set up for at-home learning. If you're worried that your child may not be getting the grades they need to get ahead, may be losing self-confidence, or you're worried about them getting into a good college because of their grades, help is available to you. Call Grade Potential Tutoring. They can help with in-home or online tutoring and help your child with any subject at every grade level, even for test prep. They're experts in the home tutoring and online tutoring field and confident they can help you and your child get better grades today. Call now for your free consultation. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. That's 800-580-7680.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's AJ Jones with the lunch break on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3 FM. It's that time of year when we are reminded of all the things we should be thankful for, and that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So with that in mind, on Wednesdays from now through Christmas, we'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Butterball. That's right, you can win a gift certificate for a Butterball turkey on Wednesdays on the lunch break between 12 and 2. Just be the right caller, and your Butterball turkey will be on us at the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who've helped people that have been injured or wronged. Have you been diagnosed with cancer? Are you one of the millions who have taken Zantac or other generic versions of this popular drug to help treat stomach issues? Then pay close attention to this message. The FDA said it detected low levels of a probable cancer-causing chemical known as NDMA in Zantac and other generic forms of this popular drug. They've banned sales and even removed it from the market. If you've been diagnosed with cancer and you've taken Zantac or a generic equivalent, call the legal helpline now. You could receive a free cash award and have your medical expenses covered. And there's no upfront cost to you. They only get paid if you win. So please call now. 800-251-7816. 800-251-7816. 800-251-7816. That's 800-251-7816.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
You're listening to The Lunch Break with AJ on the legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM.
All right, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. Let me get to this text message. Marco says, AJ, I have been there and have done that. All I will tell you is you have to let people know in a very nice way that you don't have time for whatever it is they're asking you to do right now, because you have to focus on what you do have to do. It's all in how you say it, but you have to say it. Marco, thank you for sharing that. Marco went on to talk about what he's responsible for, and I can definitely take that advice from Marco. Marco says it's how you say it, but you gotta say it. Hey, Desiree Battles, appreciate her tuning in. to the show. All right, so let me get to this week 14 of the Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses Challenge. For some, it was a good week. For others, not so much. Philip, 8-8. Boston, 8-8. Let's see. Phil T was 7-9. T Roy, 7-9. Mo G, y'all don't know Mo G. She's been following the show for a while. She just got in, has been in for the Lunch Break Pick'em Challenge, but hadn't been doing very good. I think Mo G plays a lot of the big ones. So, but anyway, Mo G was 9-7. Danny 9-7. Erica 9-7. Let's see, George Griffin 8-8. And Alexis 10-6. Chi-Town was 10-6. Who else we have 10-6? Ferdinand was 10-6. Keith Hennick had a good week, 11-5. Keith, very good week. Keisha Kelly was 11-5. Big Time Floyd 11-5. Amber was 11-5. Merrick 11-5. Jessica and Mark, they've been coming on strong. They were 11-5. But that didn't get it done. Big Mike was 12-4, and Milo was 12-4. So you know what that means. It went to the tiebreaker. And I got to tell you, both of them were way off on the final score. Big Mike, I got to get my pen out to do the math. I mean, they were both way. The final score was 47-42 Baltimore. And Big Mike had the final score of 28, so that's 19 off, to 42, that's 22 off. Man, he was 41 off of the final score. Milo had the final score of 24-17, but guess what? It doesn't matter what Milo had for the final score because he had Baltimore and Big Mike had Cleveland. So congratulations, Milo. You won $50 in the Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. That is courtesy of Stephen Graham from HBCYOUclothing.com. HBCYOUclothing.com sponsored the $50 for this week. Big shout out to Stephen Graham on his clothing line. I had on the hoodie earlier this week, and if you want to check out some of his great designs, you want to go to HBCYOUclothing.com and check out what he's got there. I'm telling you, brother's doing a great job. Glad to have him as a weekly sponsor right here on the show. But Milo got the win at 12-4, edged Big Mike out, not by the final score alone, but by the fact that he had the right team winning on Monday Night Football. So great job there. Now let me give you the top. I'll give you the top 20. Can I give you the top 20? All right, here we go. At number 1 with 144 wins, you got Ferdinand. Tied at number 1 right now with 144 wins is Milo. Milo has caught Ferdinand, and they both have 144 wins. Big Time Floyd comes in at number 3 with 136. Big Mike comes in at number 4 with 134, tied with Alexis for 134. And that means the next person is number 6, and that's Amber with 133 and Chi-Town with 133. So that's where the cut is. The top 6 people make the cut and get to compete for $500 at the end of the season. After the regular season is over, we stop doing the weekly prizes, and then those top 6 will compete for make that $500 in cash. All right, so right behind Amber and Chi-Town, you got Keisha Kelly at 131. Jessica and Mark are tied with Keisha at 131. At number 10, you got George Griffin at 130. At number 11, Mad Dog Merrick has really dropped. Mad Dog, you were up there, but he's got 126 wins. At number 12, you got Keith Hennig. Keith Hennig with 125. Keith, you are 8 wins out of that top 6 spots. You're 8 wins out of the top 6. Keith, you got to turn it on, bro. You got to turn it on. At number 13, Erica with 123. Number 14, Danny with 122. Number 15 is Boston with 120. Tied with Philip at 120. At number 15 also is Phil T. That's a different Philip. He's got 120. Number 18, you got Cash at 119. At number 19, you got T-Roy at 115. And at number 20, you got Moji at 114. So there you go. There's your top 20. But again, the top 6, Chi-Town, Amber, Big Mike, Alexis, Floyd, Milo, and Ferdinand. We'll see how it goes down. We'll see how it goes down. But they will be, if it ended today, they would be competing for $500. Milo done walked Ferdinand down. Milo said, come here. That's how I used to do them on that track back in the day. They get on that back stretch, that big gorilla hit their back, and then, hey, here I come. I'm lying. It was the other way around. I got on that back stretch, that gorilla and baby grand piano would get on my back, man. You want me to blow the lead? Let me run the number 2 leg on the 4x4. Baby, if we don't get out by a wide margin, I'm gonna give it back on that back stretch. I did not like the 4x4. Did not like it. I was a hurdler, I was a pole vaulter, and I was a sub on the relays. 4x1, 4x2, and the 4x4, I was a sub. And whenever they sub me in on that 4x4, guess what I did? I gave whatever lead we had back. It ain't everybody that tells the truth about their high school and their college track careers, right? All right, let me take a quick break. This segment is brought to you by OMG Tires and More, and I got to get Butterball Turkey on the line. So we'll be right back right after this on the lunch break. Congratulations, Milo. Big winner today. $50 courtesy of HBC, YOUclothing.com. Be sure and let Stephen Graham you heard him right here on the lunch break.
Hi, I'm Linda J. I recently purchased 4 new tires from OMG Tires and More, located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen. TK got me in and out in less than 30 minutes. While there, I got my car washed. Do you need rims for your car? OMG has them too. OMG Tires and More is your one-stop shop for all your tire needs. So give them a call at 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen on the north side.
Thank you.
Here's an important COVID-19 school system update for your local area. If you're concerned about your child's education, please pay close attention to this message. The current school systems were not set up for at-home learning. If you're worried that your child may not be getting the grades they need to get ahead, may be losing self-confidence, or you're worried about them getting into a good college because of their grades, help is available to you. Call Grade Potential Tutoring. They can help with in-home or online tutoring and help your child with any subject at every grade level, even for test prep. They're experts in the home tutoring and online tutoring field and confident they can help you and your child get better grades today. Call now for your free consultation. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. That's 800-580-7680.
Okay, thanks.
I'm Mayor Sylvester Turner. We need to be mindful of everyone's health and safety. when planning family gatherings. Make a plan and share it with your guests. Get tested at one of the many free testing sites within the city. Wear your mask, wash your hands frequently, and social distance, so you can enjoy your time together with peace of mind. Protecting our loved ones is the most important thing for all of us. Mask up, Houston. We're better together.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Two radio stations in one.
Now let's get back to the lunch break with AJ on the legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM.
Alrighty, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. We just talked sports. Now let's talk some turkey. I've got Tara Rose joining me from Butterball. Tara, how are you doing on this Wednesday?
I'm doing fantastic. Hi, AJ, and to all your listeners out there. I am ready to talk turkey and talk about all things how to celebrate good with Butterball.
Well, now, Tara, we know that you guys were busy as all get out on Thanksgiving. I understand that y'all answered about 15,000 calls on that day. We got Christmas coming up. What should people make sure that they try to avoid doing so that their Christmas turkey comes out right?
Wow, that's a good question. My first tip would be to reach out to Butterball with questions that you may have. You could call us at 1-800-BUTTERBALL. That's the number we started with in 1981, helping folks have that perfect turkey. You could also check with butterball.com. And on our site, we actually have some calculators on how much turkey to buy. So that might be your first step. And then also, you can see all the different products that we have. We don't only have our whole turkey. We have breast of turkey. We have boneless products. So depending on the size of your group and what kind of turkey you prefer to eat, I'm sure that we have something that, would be of interest to your cooks out there. And then we have cooking information. And the number one tip I would give is to make sure that you have a reliable thermometer. That way you know when your turkey is properly cooked. So the breast meat should be 170 and the thigh meat should be 180 degrees.
I think that's great information. Tara Rose joining us from Butterball, trying to make sure that everybody's Christmas Day turkey comes out just right. Now, Tara, I love that you talked about the different types of turkey, because even after Christmas Day, you guys have got recipes on what to do with the leftover turkey. Am I right?
You are correct, and I'm glad you brought that up. Our 3 new recipes this year. Every year we try to have some new recipes that people can try, and the 3 recipes this year use leftover turkey. So when you are thinking about which turkey to buy, maybe plan for extra leftovers so that you can use them in these recipes or others. The 3 this year are our turkey sliders. We have an enchilada stovetop skillet, and we have a turkey soup with dumplings, all delicious. But again, if you go to the website, we have many more, and of course, details on how to prepare those 3 recipes. But turkey's a great leftover meat that you can have, sandwiches, casseroles, etc. It's, cook once and eat many times.
Yeah, that is, and that's me. I love it almost as much afterwards as I do at the time it was served. Tara Rose joining us here from Butterball right here on the lunch break. Now, Tara, what about, I know for health reasons you don't want to leave it in the refrigerator for more than 3 days after it's been cooked, but what about freezing turkey? Is that a good idea or no?
You can absolutely freeze turkey that you have roasted. So the steps would be, you get your turkey, whichever one that you would like to prepare, and when you roast it to temperature using that thermometer we talked about,
right,
and then you're going to let it rest for a bit, 15-20 minutes, slice it, enjoy it, get it into the refrigerator, all that meat sliced off within 2 hours. And then once you have enjoyed it for a couple of days, 3rd day comes, you either need to eat it, finish eating it all up, or put it into the freezer, and there you can serve it or store it for 2 months. And what we recommend or suggest is maybe portioning it out into the amounts that you would use for some of those great recipes that you saw. I'm going to use this for the enchilada skillet and mark it up, and then it's easy. You just go and grab it, and it's already chopped or sliced and prepared the way you need it for the recipe.
Tara Rose, that's like real good information. In fact, I'm listening intently there because I'm one of those guys. I'll either leave it in the refrigerator too long, or I'll have it in the freezer for a year, and I'm wondering, is this still good? Is this still good? But you just helped me out immensely right there.
Yeah, those are, just some of the great, tips and information that we can give to our cooks when you call us or reach out to our website. You can text us even at 844-877-3456. We're going to be open through Christmas Eve. So, month of November, month of December, and, varying hours, but we are here to answer those questions, and you never know what curve you might get. Maybe, your power goes out,
right.
Or, your oven stops. It's like, what do I do? Do you have a grill? So we've fielded so many questions over the years that, we're well prepared to talk it through.
And one more thing, Tara, before you go, the key is to making sure that turkey is thawed out. What's the rule of thumb for making sure that the turkey is thawed out and ready to go when you want it on Christmas Day?
That is a good point. We do have fresh turkeys, but if you bought frozen turkey, certainly you're going to need to thaw it. Either in the refrigerator or cold water are the two safest ways to do that. And our rule of thumb for cold water is 30 minutes per pound, changing the water frequently. And once you've done with the water, put it back into the refrigerator on a tray to keep it cold. Always keep it cold or hot cooking in your oven. And then for the, if you're going to use the refrigerator method, it's 4 pounds, or excuse me, it's 24 hours for every 4 pounds.
Gotcha.
So an example, a 10 to 18 pound turkey will take you about 3 to 4 days in the refrigerator. And do make sure you put it on a tray.
Yep. Whatever you do, don't leave it out on the counter for a day and a half thinking that that'll help it thaw faster. That's not healthy or safe, right?
Cold water or in the refrigerator are the two safe methods that we recommend.
Yep.
And we actually, on our website, we have a calculator, not only about how much turkey to buy, but how long it's going to take to thaw your turkey. So depending on what size you buy or what type.
Tara Rose giving us the ins and outs on how to have a great turkey for Christmas for you and your family, no matter how big the gathering or small. You can reach out to them, 1-800-BUTTERBALL. You can go to their website, butterball.com. You can text, you can live chat, you can go to social media. I understand you all even have an Alexa app.
This is true, yes. Yeah, so, although we started out with, just a phone, if you will, we have every year we try to stay current and, just evolve so that we can meet the needs of our cooks out there. And yes, Alexa has Butterball skills. And when you ask her a question, you are going to actually hear some of our very own staff members who are, TalkLine experts, have recorded those skills for Alexa.
Well, I'm a little jealous because I don't have the Alexa skills. I'm stuck with Siri. So I guess if I ask Siri how to reach Butterball, she'll give me the right number. Why don't you give it to them so that they know it, okay?
Thank you. 1-800-BUTTERBALL. Simple as that. Or 844-877-3456 to text us.
Tara, you have been amazing. In fact, this is a sports talk show, so we call you all the heavyweight champions of turkey. So thank you.
Well, thank you for the opportunity.
All right, Tara, we'll talk to you again soon. Have a great rest of your week and weekend, okay?
Thank you. Bye now. You as well.
All right, thanks. Tara Rose, get us right for Christmas Day turkey. Now, right before Thanksgiving, they had the National Thaw Your Turkey Day, which was 1 week before Thanksgiving. If you use that same model this coming Friday, you want to pull that turkey out, put it out of the freezer into the refrigerator, and you can let it thaw out there, and it will stay good after it thaws out for a couple of days. So you should be just fine if you pull it out of the freezer, put it in the refrigerator on December the 18th, a couple of days from now, and you'll be good to go. And may your turkey cooking, roasting, barbecuing, frying, whatever else you do with it, may it be well. May it be well. All right? All right. So appreciate Tara Rose joining us here on the show and giving us that update on how to handle your butterball turkey. Of course, we've been giving out those $25 gift certificates for a butterball turkey, or you didn't have to use it for a butterball turkey. You could use it for anything as you check out. Just sign it and you can get $25 off of your purchase. We'll try and give some more of those away before Christmas. All right. All right. So again, congratulations, Milo. Milo got that $50 courtesy of HBCYOUclothing.com. Stephen Graham, his good folks, doing great work over there at HBCYOUclothing.com. I wish I wore my hoodie today. It was a little warmer today, so I didn't come hoodied up. All right, so thank you for all the text messages that I'm getting on how to stay focused. Let's see. ND, N like Nancy, D like Darnell, said, AJ, that's the $1 million question, how to block everything out and stay focused on what it is you have to do. It's one thing when it's your kids. It's another thing if it's your wife or significant other. But if it's coworkers or friends, you just got to let them know. I like that. I like that. And you're right. When it's my kids, man, I don't ever want my children to think that I'm unavailable to them. And I'm talking about my grown kids all the way down. I don't ever want them to feel like, man, my dad wasn't available to me. And then they make, bad decisions, or they start getting that in their head. Oh, I don't want to bother my dad. I'm one of those people, no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm pastoring, whether I'm doing sports, back in the day when I did banking and all that, I don't want to be better at that than I am being a dad. I've made that mistake before. I'll never forget. I was a single dad for a long time, had my oldest son with me, and we had some growing pains, we'll call it, some growing pains. And I went to him and I asked him, son, well, what did I do wrong? Where did I mess up? And he said, you were an awesome pastor. And I'm waiting on him to go down the list. You were an awesome pastor. You were a good dad. You were this, you were that. And he just was quiet. He said, you were an awesome pastor. And my heart broke, man. I was like, oh, God, I don't know if I want to be an awesome pastor to you. I want to be an awesome dad. And I'll settle for being a good or an okay pastor, but I want to be an awesome dad. And it was that point in my life that I decided I will never be better at anything than being a father to my children. Just not going to do it. And for people who don't like that and don't agree with that, oh, well, they ain't your kids. So I get it. I understand how you don't think that's the way it should go, but that's the way it goes for me. My church knows it. They understand it. If new members come on and they think that, I'm going to be there at every beck and call, nah, man. That's why I teach you how to pray. That's why I teach you how to study your word. So when I'm not available, you can find it for yourself. Yeah, man. It's a new age, brother. It's a new age. Don't just carry your word, live it. Use it. Know how to use it. Rightly divide the word of truth, right? I ain't gonna mess up my relationship with my kids because, that ain't my thing. Ain't my thing at all. All right, Milo, I got you there. Milo says, I got Milo's Cash App, so we need to send Milo his money, and Milo will be good to go. All right, so if you want to get in on the Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses Challenge, here's what you got to do. Pick all the games. Let's see, Week 15. Pick all the games for Week 15, starting with tomorrow night's game. That's the Chargers at the Raiders. That one is tomorrow night, 7:20 live on Fox. Give me the winner of that game, the winner of all the games, all the way through the Monday night game, Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. And then for that one, give me not only who you think is going to win, but the final score. Not combined. Give me 29, 23, 35 to 12, whatever you think the final score is going to be. Let my folks do the totaling and the subtotaling and all that. But you got to have who you think is going to win and the final score, because we're getting down to the crunch. So, if we got to disqualify you, then unfortunately that could mess you up when you look at how close the standings are right now. You got a tie at number 1. You got 2, 3, 4, 5 points between 3 and 10. 6 points between 3 and 10. That's what separates the 3rd place from the 10th place. So you want to make sure you get it right. You can text it to me, 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. Either me or one of the interns will let you know that we got them. If you email them, aj@kyoksports.com. That's aj@kyoksports.com. And again, probably be one of the interns will send a message back, got them, and then they'll check your scores and all that throughout the week and throughout the weekend, and then come Tuesday, Wednesday, they give me the final tally, and then I announce the winners. So that's how it works. But if you're gonna get in, I gotta have them by 6:00 p.m. tomorrow Central Time. 6:00 p.m. tomorrow Central Time, and that's 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. West Coast. All right? And we got people all over. We got people all over who participate. Even if you have not participated up to now, you won't be able to qualify for the top 6 at the end of the year, but you can still win $50 over the next 3 weeks. 15, 16, and week 17. You can still win $50. That's $150 if you pick well. So don't miss out. Don't miss out. I know I've got some people that, they figured, there's no way I'm going to catch up. Still try. Still try to win the weekly prize. That's why we do a weekly prize and a grand prize at the end, so everybody can participate. And it looks like we're going to be able to do our college basketball brackets this year as well. Looks like we'll be able to do the college basketball brackets this season as well. So be looking forward to that. All right, let me take another quick break. This segment brought to you by the CARE team. The CARE team are the people you need to call if you don't have health insurance. If you need health insurance so you can go see a doctor, and you're like the millions that don't, including myself, then you need to call the CARE team, 281-990-1377. That's 281-990-1377. CareTeamCares.com is the website. All right, we'll be right back with more right after this on the lunch break.
Hi, my name is Lily. My mom and dad used to fight about money all the time. Then one day, I heard them talking about this guy, some uncle I never knew, called Uncle Sam. Well, they say this Uncle Sam guy wanted them to pay him like $1 gazillion, and they didn't have $1 gazillion. So they called this company they heard on the radio called the Tax Doctor. And the Tax Doctor worked with Uncle Sam's people. I think they're called the IRS. And they are able to work it out so my mom and dad didn't have to pay Uncle Sam very much money at all. So now mom and dad are happy, and I'm happy too. Thanks, Tax Doctor.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, call now and pay less. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
Hello, my name is Margaret, and I'm not a paid actor. I'm simply a very satisfied customer that has received good advice from the CARE team insurance. Without the help from the CARE team, we would not have had health insurance. The CARE team has saved my daughter's life.
This is one of the many great results of CARE Team's efforts. Don't get caught with bad or no insurance at all. Let CARE Team assist you with our free enrollment assistance program. Call now, 281-990-1377. There are over 13 million people without medical insurance that should qualify for plans starting at $0 to $50 per month. CARE Team has helped thousands of people just like you. This is AJ Jones, and KYOK listeners, I want you to call now and see what you qualify for at 281-990-1377. That's 281-990-1377 or visit careteamcares.com. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's AJ Jones with the lunch break on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3 FM. It's that time of year when we are reminded of all the things we should be thankful for, and that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So with that in mind, on Wednesdays from now through Christmas, we'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Butterball. That's right, you can win a gift certificate for a Butterball turkey on Wednesdays on the lunch break between 12 and 2. Just be the right caller, and your Butterball turkey will be on us at the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3.
You're listening to
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
Now let's get back to the lunch break with AJ on the legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM.
All right, y'all, we are back on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. A lot going on today. In fact, I was talking about being frazzled when I came in, just mind going in 18 different ways. I probably need to stay off the phone before I come into the studio. That's what I probably need to do. No phone calls, no text messages, just stay focused. Let me show you how thrown off I was. So my intern was not able to set the show up for me like the one that normally does it. Wasn't able to do it. So she was like, remember, all you got to do is you can cut and paste and you can put it up. I did. I cut and pasted, and I said, get ready for the December 9th edition of the Winning Wednesday. Today's the 16th. My mind ain't right. My mind ain't right. It's not that I forgot. It's not that I, whatever. I didn't pay attention. My head is all over the place. If I was on my team right now, I would pull me out of the game. I'd be like, Dre, come here. AJ, you, come sit right by me. Come sit. Well, what I do, coach? Nothing. Hey, that's the problem. Nothing. Your head is all over the place. Come sit by me so you get focused. Come sit by me so you can get focused. So it's National Signing Day in college football. I wish Willie Gibson was around. Willie, if you're listening in the background, call me if you can. 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000. I really feel like National Signing Day is all about the hype. I'm happy for the kids and their parents. I listen, it would take a lot for me to get happy about the NCAA and the schools because, they have gotten all they can out of these players, and they throw them a trinket called a scholarship that the players earn, and all of a sudden it's, you got a scholarship. You got a scholarship. No, I earned a scholarship. It's like you pay somebody for a product or a service or something, and then you give them a 20, and they act like they're doing you a favor to give you your change back. Listen, that's my change. It came from my hard work to get the 20. You're not doing me a favor to give me my change. I understand the Supreme Court is going to hear a case on college football and players getting paid. With the makeup of the Supreme Court, I don't know how it's going to go. I have a feeling it's not going to go the way I want it to, but they're going to hear the case. That's good news. That's good news for the players out there. The NCAA has gotten away with this for a long, long time, and when the money increased, then other stuff should have increased for the players. It hasn't. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Willie Gibson.
Man, brother, let me tell you something, man. I need you to send me your shirt size, your suit size, your shoe size. Where baby girl want to go to school? I need to start putting money on her tuition right now. Because, bro, whenever I say, man, I sure wish Willie could call. What do? You call me. Man, it don't go down like that with everybody.
I appreciate the opportunity. You know that.
Bruh. I mean, is baby girl going to Ohio State? She probably gonna go to Michigan, ain't she?
Absolutely not. Unless they write the check, we can talk. They write the check, we can talk.
You sound like me, man. My youngest son came home and said, "Yeah, Dad, I pledged Alpha." I said, "You did what?" He said, "Yeah, I pledged Alpha." He said, "I'm an A Phi A." I said, "You are OYO." He said, "What is that?" On your own. What are you talking about? Your tuition payments just stopped. Let A Phi A pay your tuition.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Like
It was a tough day, bro. It was a tough day. It was a tough day. I think I took everything red out of his closet. Like, you can't even wear it no more.
Understood.
Yeah, man. But listen, is it me, or is National Signing Day just a lot of hype? I mean, first of all, what makes a kid 5 stars versus 4, 3, 2?
Yeah, it's not you. It's subjective. It's personal opinion. I mean, did this kid come to my camp? Did this kid talk to me for my recruiting magazine? Did this kid? It's all about opinion. You know, I'm not a big. You know, as you said, it's great for the kids. You know, the pomp and circumstance. You have the 5 hats on the table, and you make to pick one up, and you pick the other one up, or your mom comes behind the table with another hat. And I mean, it's made for TV, but at the end of the day, no, it's to me much ado about nothing. Because you don't know about these kids till they actually get on campus.
Yeah. Willie Gibson joining me, broadcast journalist from Columbus, Ohio. And then the grades for the draft, the recruiting. You know, every year, Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, Texas. Every year they have a great draft. You know, either it'll be Ohio State and Alabama #1, Clemson or somebody like that #2. You know, a little further down, you got Texas and what have you. But it never translates like that on the field. When's the last time Texas has been like #4 in the country or #3 in the country?
Exactly. Again, subjective. It's all opinion based. It's all. Again, me personally, I'm not a fan of preseason polls. I'm not a fan of ranking college athletes. I'll give you a prime example. We had a kid here. He came in 2002. Came in 2002. 2-star recruit. Recruited as an athlete. So you figure 2-star recruit, don't expect much from him. His senior year, you won the Heisman Trophy. His name is Troy Smith.
Yeah. T-Roy.
So again, you had this kid coming in as a 2-star recruit, and he goes on to win the Heisman Trophy. Versus, conversely, you have 5-star recruits that do absolutely nothing for 5 years. So, I mean, and this is not to criticize the kid, it's the system of ranking these kids before they step foot on the college campus.
All right, so I want to make sure I got this right. So, you know, it's subjective on the stars, but yet the higher number of 5-star recruits you get means your signing day was better than somebody else who got a bunch of 3-star recruits or 2-star recruits or no-star recruits.
Allegedly.
Okay.
That's what they like to. That's the portrayal.
Okay. And none of that has nothing to do with how a team does on the field.
Absolutely not.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to know. Willie Gibson, you're the best in the business, bro. You I know I just jumped in the middle of your day. I was talking about being, you know, how you get focused before you got something big to do. Like you walking into a big meeting or big presentation, or you about to win your Heisman. How do you stay focused on what it is you got to do and not get distracted?
Well, it's prayer and separation. Because if I'm truly focused on what it is I need to do, I have to separate. And I'm blessed to know that my family knows. You know, when I say separate, that's not I'm not moving out of the house or anything like that.
Right.
You know, it's for a time.
Yeah.
You know, to prepare. You know, I may that morning, I may take some time and just take that time to prepare, and just stay focused. And that's really it. That's really it for that short period of time, and do what I need to do to make it happen, and go from there.
Gotcha as always, Willie. I appreciate you, man, making the time for me, bro.
Anytime.
All right, man. Have a good rest of the day. Tell the family I said hey, and thanks for that Cash App. I got it.
Oh, I was waiting. I was like, man, did he get it? Did I miss it?
Well, I don't have notifications from Cash App. I need to set those up because I have a feeling that ain't gonna be the last time I'm gonna be getting stuff.
For me, yes.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna be like you're gonna be sending me stuff for the rest of the year, I think.
Hey, I could send my numbers to your tailor for that suit that you discussed earlier in the call as well.
I might just let you keep some of those Arizona iced tea funds so that you could. That's just like me giving it to you since you've been giving it to me, right?
Understood.
I'm tripping. I've won one time. Willie's won like 5, and I'm running my mouth. Willie, man, thanks again, bro. I appreciate you.
Anytime, bro. I appreciate you.
All right, y'all. Let me get Sybil Wilkes on here real quick. Give us a COVID-19 update. We'll be right back with more right after this on the lunch break.
Look at those eyes.
She was definitely born with your eyes.
Well, look at that chin. That's all you.
I suppose so.
When you choose St. Joseph Medical Center to deliver your beautiful baby, you're getting a medical facility where healthy is delivered daily. If you're expecting soon, our family-centered maternity services are here for you, safe and ready to give you the care you need. Our maternity mctx.org in partnership with physician owners.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Wednesday, December 16th, 2020. Number 1. Early voting in the Georgia runoff elections for the U.S. Senate seats underway. Among the organizations that have taken black voter empowerment to a new level, Black Voters Matter. This week I hopped on the blackest buses in America traveling Georgia roads. In the tradition of Tom Joyner's Party with a Purpose, each stop from Macon to Columbus to Augusta, Black Voters Matter events use new technology to inform and empower voters of all ages. Number 2, also in the state of Georgia, Joe Biden. He was there Tuesday to rally for Senate Democratic hopefuls John Ossoff and Reverend Raphael Warnock. Democrats in the Peach State and nationwide are pulling out all the stops to draw Georgians to the polls one more time during a very tumultuous election cycle. Meanwhile, false claims of election fraud in the state have permeated the GOP, forcing Republicans to figure out how to turn out voters who don't believe in the current election process. Number 3. On the same day the first Americans received the new coronavirus vaccine, the United States reported more than 300,000 deaths from the virus. The vaccine's arrival comes as the U.S. has set records for COVID-19 hospitalizations for 8 days in a row. The number of patients admitted to intensive care units nationwide is now up 80% from a month ago. Pfizer will distribute 2.9 million doses of the vaccine this week and another 2.9 million next week. Number 4. 63-year-old Walter Forbes became a free man and declared innocent after nearly 40 years in jail. In 1982, Mr. Forbes broke up a bar altercation and was shot by one of the men involved in the fight. After the man was killed days later in an apartment fire, Forbes was arrested and convicted of murder. The prosecution's star witness admitted to lying because she was threatened by 2 men in her neighborhood. Number 5, research shows millennials are willing to spend money to upgrade their living spaces. And now the home furnishing and decor industry must cater to a previously underappreciated market. With the global home decor sector projected to reach $792 billion by 2025, this trend allows another underappreciated group, Black business owners, to move into an industry that is all about trend setting and taste making. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with Stephen Hill and Myra J. and co-founder of Black Voters Matter, Cliff Albright, as we discuss today's top headlines and more. What you need to know is brought to you by Black Voters Matter. Visit blackvotersmatterfund.org for more information.
KYOK Conroe and 92.3 FM K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
yourself this question. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. And let's go to the house. And let's go to the house. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready. And let's go to the house. And let's go to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this hollering, we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much pride from him. He's a man. They can be his just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm glad when you step on the field, man. That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready. And let's go to the house. And let's go to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. It is our Winning Wednesday. Milo has done some winning already today. Milo picked up this week's $50 on the Lunch Break Weekly, keeping up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. He beat Big Mike out in a tiebreaker. Big Mike had Cleveland winning on Monday night. Milo had Baltimore. Big Time Floyd said, hello, AJ and the Breakers. Congrats to Milo on winning the weekly challenge. Cash, picking the right team is the key on first tiebreaker. That's right. That's why I kind of teased y'all a little bit with the final score, and then I channeled my Dwayne The Rock. It doesn't matter what the final score was if you got the right team. There you go. But again, Milo and Ferdinand are tied for first. Big Time Floyd is at number 3. Big Mike and Alexis are at number 4. Amber and Chi-Town are at number 6. Keisha Kelly and Jessica and Mark are just outside that top 6 at number 8. They're only 2 off that out of that spot. And then George Griffin is only 3 out of that number 6 spot. And then it's bunched up from there. Mad Dog, Keith Hennick, Erica, and Danny, Boston Phillip, Phil T, Cash, T, Roy, and Mo G. So congratulations again, Milo, courtesy of HBCYOUclothing.com. HBCYOUclothing.com brought us this week's $50. So there you go. All right. Giannis Antetokounmpo really needs to fund the $500 prize at the end of the year for the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Champ. I know it's a different sport, but young man agreed to a 5-year, $228 million deal. I can't even get it out. That's a lot of money. Why? Why was I not 6'11"? I'm mad at my dad right now. May he rest in glory. Dad, I needed to be 6'11" and have a quick first Euro step. Why? We could be rolling with a 5-year, $228 million. And you know me, I'll parlay that into a couple of bill. You know me. Man, hey, listen. I make $1 out of 15 cents all the time. Goodness, what was my mom thinking? How come you couldn't date a taller man? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? If you were good enough, what pro sport would you play? If you were good enough, I'm not trying to get your mom to replace your dad, but if you had been good enough, what pro sport or sports would you play? I'm sitting there talking that noise. I would have tried to be out there on that football field. I already know. I already know. I'd have been trying to get out there and avoid CTE. But knowing what I know now, I'd play basketball. I'd be basketball down. Ain't nobody in football getting the kind of money that they make in basketball and baseball. Nobody even close. If you were good enough, what pro sport or sports would you play? There aren't any football players or even former football players on the Forbes most wealthiest people list. Michael Jordan's on there for black people. Michael Jordan's on the list. A couple of businessmen, Oprah, look, Jay-Z and Kanye West, but no football players. If I had been 6'11", I would have been out there trying to be the tallest wide receiver there ever was. I'm serious. I don't know what it is about being a wide receiver in football. I loved playing wide receiver in football. Just loved it. 6'11". Just throw it up. I got it. Just keep it in the stadium. I'll go up and get it. If you had been good enough, Keith Hennig, Milo, Big Time Floyd, what pro sport would you have played? CJ, if you had been good enough, what pro sport would you play? I feel bad for the young lady who's a kicker at Vanderbilt. She was the first woman to score a point in a Power 5 conference. And then Vanderbilt had to cancel their last game of the year. They're not playing anybody. SEC talking all that. Oh, we did it right. We did it right. And here this young lady can't even play her last game. Can't even play her last game. All right, I got text messages rolling in. AJ, I'm 5'4". All I needed was another inch. I could have been the next Spud Webb. Dad didn't have the gifts. Listen. Y'all are not going to be going off on your fathers because of me. But that's funny. Oh, God. Said he's 5'4". Another inch, he could have been the next Spud Webbs or Muggsy. Well, who was the shortest? I think Muggsy Bogues was the shortest. Who was the shortest NBA player? I got to look that up. I thought it was Muggsy. Shortest NBA player. Muggsy Bogues, that's what I thought. Shortest NBA player of all time was 5'3", Muggsy Bogues. Keith Hennig said, I would have been a pro golfer, great money, and easy on the body. Remember a few years back, well, it's been decades, when the one golfer had a condition, like his hips and stuff were, he couldn't walk a long way. And the PGA wouldn't let him get a cart because it gave him an unfair advantage. I thought that was just like mean. If I was the, National Association of, trying to find the right term, but if I was that National Association, I would have sued them. Nowadays folks sue. Back then, I guess they didn't sue. But the golfer was not allowed to have a cart, and he could barely walk, but he could, get up on the ball and, had the right kind of torque and form to be a pro golfer. but they wouldn't let him. Casey Martin. Yeah, I think you're right. That sounds right. And they wouldn't let him get a cart. Like, what is that about? Like, are we really scared that because he rode up to the ball and me with my healthy self walked up to the ball, I'm going to now have an unfair disadvantage? Come on. I should have been the attorney for that association. I'd be like, PGA, I need y'all to come see me over in the 12th District Circuit Court. We're gonna meet over there to talk about your ruling. Don't be late. This here is what they call a subpoena. A summons. Keith Hennig, you ain't lying. Good money in golfing. Like, I don't know why my mom didn't date Tiger Woods' dad. I don't know what she was thinking. All right, let me take a break. I got a bunch more of these, what they would play if they had been good enough or tall enough. Keith, you're tall enough to golf right now. How tall are you, Keith? Keith Hennig? 281-453-1000 if you want to get in, or text me 832-403-5005. Let's hear from Tax Doctor and Lily right here on the lunch break.
Hi, my name is Lily. My mom and dad used to fight about money all the time. Then one day, I heard them talking about this guy, some uncle I never knew, called Uncle Sam. Well, they say this Uncle Sam guy wanted them to pay him like $1 gazillion, and they didn't have $1 gazillion. So they called this company they heard on the radio called the Tax Doctor. And the Tax Doctor worked with Uncle Sam's people. I think they're called the IRS. And they're able to work it out so my mom and dad didn't have to pay Uncle Sam very much money at all. So now mom and dad are happy, and I'm happy too. Thanks, Tax Doctor.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, call now and pay less. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
I miss you.
Here's an important COVID-19 school system update for your local area. If you're concerned about your child's education, please pay close attention to this message. The current school systems were not set up for at-home learning. If you're worried that your child may not be getting the grades they need to get ahead, may be losing self-confidence, or you're worried about them getting into a good college because of their grades, help is available to you. Call Grade Potential Tutoring. They can help with in-home or online tutoring and help your child with any subject and every grade level, even for test prep. They're experts in the home tutoring and online tutoring field and confident they can help you and your child get better grades today. Call now for your free consultation. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. That's 800-580-7680.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's AJ Jones with the lunch break on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 and 92.3 FM. It's that time of year when we are reminded of all the things we should be thankful for, and that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So with that in mind, on Wednesdays from now through Christmas, we'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Butterball. That's right, you can win a gift certificate for a Butterball turkey on Wednesdays on the lunch break between 12 and 2. Just be the right caller, and your Butterball turkey will be on us at the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who've helped people that have been injured or wronged. Have you been diagnosed with cancer? Are you one of the millions who have taken Zantac or other generic versions of this popular drug to help treat stomach issues? Then pay close attention to this message. The FDA said it detected low levels of a probable cancer-causing chemical known as NDMA in Zantac and other generic forms of this popular drug. They've banned sales and even removed it from the market. If you've been diagnosed with cancer and you've taken Zantac or a generic equivalent, call the legal helpline now. You could receive a free cash award and have your medical expenses covered. And there's no upfront cost to you. They only get paid if you win. So please call now. 800-251-7816. 800-251-7816. 800-251-7816. That's 800-251-7816.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Lunch break. Lunch break. KYOK. Lunch break. Lunch break.
All right, y'all, we got that lunch break here on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. It is our Winning Wednesday. Milo has done some winning. We'll see. I'm going to say Giannis Antetokounmpo's doing some winning. James Harden finally showed up. Well, he's been here. He was able to pass all of his COVID-19 protocols and was able to play his first preseason game last night for the Rockets. They beat the Spurs 112-98. It's preseason. It's practice, not the game. We're talking about practice. James Harden had 12 points in 21 minutes, but he was 3 for 10 from the field. So it's not like he burned it up. I'm telling you, the surprise of the preseason has been John Wall and Boogie Cousins for the Rockets anyway. And they got some young guys that really look good. I mean, that bench looks athletic. That bench looks quick. That bench looks hungry. I like it. So, you know, I'm not going to come down too hard on Harden. It was his first game. He's still got to get in the flow of things. But to me, it's just me now. I'm not saying that this is what they're going to do, that they got to do. They got to put John Wall on the ball and put Harden on the 2. Got to do that. Like, don't fool around with Harden on the 1 and Wall on the 2 unless that's a competitive advantage for you in the game. You see what I'm saying? Don't just do it to appease Harden. If it's not a matchup problem for the opposing team, then don't do it. The days of appeasing James Harden in Houston with his style of play ought to be over. It should be over. We've seen it. We've done it. We've tried it. It doesn't work to the level that you need it to work. John Wall is a legit 1. I'm talking about point guard. He dishes. He's got a quick first step. His game is to get past, the first line of defense. And he's a finisher. And, oh yeah, by the way, he's developed a 3. Leave him on the 1. Let Harden play the 2. Rotate the ball. How about that? How about you rotate the ball instead of ISO ball, which is an appeasement for James Harden? I mean, yes, sometimes during the game, but not all game long. And Boogie Cousins, you got to run plays through the big man. The Rockets, haven't been able to run plays through the big since they had Hakeem. Maybe Yao Ming. I don't remember them running a lot of plays for Yao. But Boogie can pass. Boogie can shoot. Boogie can play on the low block. Boogie can play in the paint. You got to run some plays for Boogie. And I ain't talking about the pick and roll, the alley-oop. I ain't talking about none of that. I'm talking about you got to run some plays for Boogie. Like, we're going to run 5 the hard way. What's that? The 5 spot can get whatever shot they want, the easy way or the hard way. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Go. On 3. Break. I'm telling you, man, the Rockets have got to James Harden has got to play this style of ball instead of the Rockets playing his style of ball. I wouldn't always say that about a team's star player, but we've seen it. James Harden goes into ISO mode, and I know he's not doing it on purpose. He's doing it because the coach called it. Well, we got a new head coach now. And he said, I'm going to call some of that, I'm going to call some of this. I'm going to call a whole lot of this other stuff like we did in Dallas when we were the most efficient offense in the NBA, in NBA history. Let that man run his show. I don't mean this in a negative way. I'm glad Daryl Morey's gone so that Daryl Morey doesn't try to turn Steven Silas into Mike D'Antoni. And God forbid he tries to turn him into Jeff Van Gundy. So it's time. It is time. I like what I'm seeing out of John Wall. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Boogie Cousins. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Tate, McLemore, even Nwabwa. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of him. So let's see something. Let's go. Let's go. Daniel House and Eric Gordon. This is how we playing now. Let's go. Take a break. We'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
Mayor Sylvester Turner. We need to be mindful of everyone's health and safety when planning family gatherings. Make a plan and share it with your guests. Get tested at one of the many free testing sites within the city. Wear your mask, wash your hands frequently, and social distance so you can enjoy your time together with peace of mind. Protecting our loved ones is the most important thing for all of us. Mask up, Houston. We're better together.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Two radio stations in one.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. You've got to remember to do your testing, and you always need to be sticking your fingers. The new way to live your life with diabetes is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body, and it continuously monitors your glucose levels, helping you spend more time in range and freeing you from painful finger pricks. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day, or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call U.S. Medical Supply today for a free benefits check. We offer free shipping, 90-day supplies, and we bill Medicare or your insurance directly. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-633-1378. 800-633-1378. 800-633-1378. That's 800-633-1378.
Let's be honest, wheelchairs are heavy, bulky, and ugly. If you carry a wheelchair in your car to take care of a loved one, you know how hard it is getting that clunky, old-style wheelchair in and out of your car. Introducing the Feather Chair Wheelchair. At 13 pounds, it's the world's lightest wheelchair. It folds in seconds and fits neatly in your trunk, backseat, or closet, so you can take it everywhere. And it's only available right here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair. The world's lightest wheelchair is just $4.99 with easy payments as low as $16 a month. Sorry, no Medicare or insurance accepted. So call right now to order yours.
800-262-4690. 800-262-4690. 800-262-4690. That's 800-262-4690.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me show right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 AM, and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
Hi, I'm Linda J. I recently purchased 4 new tires from OMG Tires and More, located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen. TK got me in and out in less than 30 minutes. While there, I got my car washed. Do you need rims for your car? OMG has them too. OMG Tires and More is your one-stop shop for all your tire needs. So give them a call at 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen on the north side.
Let's get it. Lunch break crew.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Chris Gardner just chimed in and said, man, I can't wait to be on tomorrow's show. We definitely going to talk about these Rockets and what's going on there. In fact, they'll be in action against San Antonio again tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, right here on the lunch break. Hey, Wood Liggett, what's up? Wood? Hey, Wood. Hey, thanks for the connection with Stephen Graham, too, bro. I love my HBC YOU hoodie, courtesy of HBCYOUclothing.com. Good brother, good brother. Thank you, Wood. I owe you one, bro. Happy holidays to you and the fam. Yeah, definitely. Somebody was going in about they play basketball, but their size was off. So I pulled up the shortest NBA basketball players. Earl Boykin was 5'5". Mel Hirsch, a long time ago, was 5'6". Spud Webb, 5'7". Calvin Murphy, remember him? Rocket great, 5'7". Saw him on the broadcast last night. Nate Robinson should probably stick to basketball and leave the boxing alone, and I ain't trying to be funny. It broke my heart to see Nate stretched out like that, man. Courtesy of a YouTuber? Oh, nah, bro. Oh, no. I'm serious. I want Money Mayweather to get in there with the YouTuber that knocked Nate out. Not his brother, who I think he's going to fight, but I want him to get in there with the one that knocked Nate out. And I just want them to play MC Hammer, How You Like Me Now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's what I want. I hope Conor McGregor gets in there with him. Conor's a little different than Nate. Conor throwed all the way off. Conor McGregor is not wrapped tight at all. In fact, I don't know if Conor McGregor is even wrapped at all. I ain't knocking these YouTubers. I mean, they doing big things. I mean, if you can get on YouTube and talk about boxing and have boxing matches to the point where you can raise $50 million for Conor McGregor to fight one of y'all, and you can raise $100 million for Floyd Money Mayweather to fight y'all, you're doing something. You got some pull now. I ain't gonna hate on your pull. Your platform, your brand is legit. But I need somebody to knock one of y'all smooth straight out, though. Like, all the way out. Like, night-night. Night-night. All right, night-night, I said. Don't make me come in there. Night-night. Put him to sleep. Don't hurt him. Just put him to sleep. Night-night. Night-night. So, anyway, yeah, Nate Robinson, 5'9". Let's see, you had Greg Grant, I don't know him, 5'7". Keith Jennings was 5'7". Herm Klotz was 5'7". These must be the old dudes. I can't believe Muggsy Bogues was 5'3". Spud Webb was 5'7" and could dunk. I'll never forget that dunk contest. He couldn't pound the ball, so he had to cup it. And he would just do alley-oops to himself. He'd bounce the ball, and he'd just go up and up and up and get it and then bring it down. I like it. I like it. So let me see. Muggsy Bogues, I think Spud Webb was my favorite little man that played basketball. Muggsy Bogues would be number 2. Earl Boykins would be number 3. Because Boykins could dunk too, couldn't he? Willie Gibson, you're the resident, basketball trivia guy. Couldn't Dwayne Boykins, not Dwayne Boykins, what's his name? Boykins, I just said it. Couldn't he dunk? Earl, I think he could dunk. If I'm not mistaken. All right, let me see here. Easily the smallest player I've ever watched during my lifetime. Earl Boykins legitimately looked like a kid compared to some of the taller players in the NBA. For a guy who is just a few inches shorter than the nationwide average, Boykins always looked tiny and was the second shortest player in the league. During his 13-year career, Boykins played with 10 different NBA teams, with his longest tenure coming with the Denver Nuggets for 4 seasons. It didn't say if he could dunk, though. I think he could dunk. Yeah, Spud Webb, man, it was just a freak of nature. I mean, the dude would just keep going. And you'd like look, and he's like, and then you look, and he'd go up some more, and then you look, and he'd go up some more. And then you look, and he's like, he's way up there. I don't think with Spud, it was dunking. It was like flying. What would have been cool is if he could have palmed the ball. His hands were small. But if he could palm the ball and dunk like and jump like that, oh man, his dunks were already ridiculous. They would have been ridiculous-er. That's when the dunk contest was some. All right, listen, I want to run something by y'all. Y'all haven't been talking back to me today. David Grubb wasn't able to join us, probably still moving. I've been toying around with something. I want to see what y'all think about it. So y'all know how Versus on Instagram has some amazing battles. Has some amazing battles on the Versus network on Instagram. I love it. I love it when I can tune into it. I usually have to catch it later on some streaming website. And then here locally, one of the top radio stations does the battle. Like they'll do Keith Sweat versus somebody. I know they did Prince versus Michael Jackson. You know, and it's a lot of fun. I look forward to listening to that at 4:00. I want to do a battle. I want to do a battle kind of thing for the lunch break, but I want it to be different. Like, I don't want you to know who it is that's battling the other person. I want it to be like a guess my stats kind of thing. And I'll give you a player's stats, and I'll give you against another player's stats, and you pick which player's stats you would rather have. And then at the end of it, we'll do like 3 or 4 categories. At the end of it, I'll let you know which player you took over the other one, and I think it'll be kind of shocking. I think it would be kind of shocking because there's some players that have really good stats versus other players that are in the Hall of Fame. Now, I'm recording this. So if somebody try to steal my idea, I got a timestamp on the recording over there up in the corner. 1:34 p.m. That's my copyright. Remember back in the day when you used to mail something to yourself? Like I wrote this song, you put it in an envelope, mail it to yourself, and don't open it. And if you hear your song on the radio and it ain't you singing it, you go to court and you win all the money because they open up your envelope and say, oh yeah, he wrote that on December 16th at 1:34 p.m. He mailed it to himself. It's got a timestamp on it. Keith Hennig said, I want to arm wrestle Garrick Jones. Keith, I wouldn't do it because not only does Garrick have them big guns, Garrick's got that will to, he's got championship mentality. El Michelle said, that's the poor man's copyrights. She said, I still have some envelopes. Don't open them because once you open them, they become invalid. I wrote a song one time and I got it. I still have the envelope. I tried to teach it to my community choir. They didn't like it. So I got my feelings hurt. So I gave up on it, but I still got the envelope. I still got the envelope. My community, they hated it. They were like, who wrote this? And I'm like, it's a good song. Wait a minute, let me give you your parts. And they sang it through. I even had the music to it, the melody and everything. They hated it. It's like, oh man, never mind. Forget it. Look, we off for the rest of the week. Don't come to practice. I was in my feelings. It was a great song. I loved it. El Michelle, oh, po baby. I've had my heart broken more than once. That's why I'm a loner now. That's why I'm an introvert in an extrovert lifestyle now. Got my feelings hurt too many times. And people quit trying to make me be what they want me to be. I'd be all right. Monica, they need to love me for who I am, right? So anyway, I'm thinking about doing it. Like, again, I'll give you one person's stats without knowing their name in a specific category. Like, okay, this person threw for 12,988 yards. This person only threw for 10,000 yards. This person threw for 59 touchdowns in their career. This person only threw for 49 touchdowns. And then we'll get through like a couple more categories, and I'll say, all right, so who would you choose? And then you say player number 1 or player number 2, and I'll say, all right, you get Matt Schaub, because Matt Schaub threw for a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns, and the other person was Jim Kelly, who took the Buffalo Bills to not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 Super Bowls. So I think it'd be kind of fun. What do you think? Give me your feedback. Somebody call me, 281-453-1000, and just say yay or nay. Yep or no. Yep or no. That's all I need to know. Yep or no. Monica say, yeah, they need to love you for who you. Monica, why are you laughing? Elle put a baby bottle up there. El Michelle. Wow. I was in my feelings, El, and you done threw a baby bottle up there. El Michelle said they won't let me be great. They wouldn't. Somebody called me about doing a reunion tour with my community choir. I was like, no, I don't want to do no reunion with y'all. You know why? Because they wouldn't do that song. If they had let me do that song, we would be reunioning right now. Monica, you my only friend. You my only friend, Monica. Thank you, Monica. Monica is my favorite. Monica Morris Howard is my favorite today. All y'all laughing at me. It was a good song. Listen, I don't remember the song. I got to go open the envelope to get the words and the melody and all that because I put it all in there. I'm not reunioning with them. No, they wouldn't sing my song. Forget it. You threw me away. You laughed at me. You put a baby bottle up there. El Michelle put a baby bottle emoji up there like I was whine. I was crying. I was in my feelings. They didn't like my song. I was up all night writing that song. I was up all night writing that song. El Michelle is driving away from me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. I got separation anxiety too. All right. So what do y'all think about the idea though? What do y'all think about the idea? Come back to me, El. Is it a good idea or not? We're going to start doing it on Wednesdays. If y'all think it's a good idea, we'll try it. Of course, I'll get some prizes around it or something. I'll give you a free ticket to an El Michelle concert. I didn't throw you under a short bus. Stop it. I'll give you free tickets to an El Michelle live concert. She does music and comedy and all that. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, Lady El Michelle. All right, so if you think it's a good idea, Karen Gibson said, great idea. Thank you. I got 1 vote. Man, I just got 2 people listening to me today. 3. Tough day. See, when David Grubb doesn't show up, I'm on my own. All right, college basketball from around the state. Rice beat Houston Baptist last night, 90-79. TSU came up short, losing to Auburn 80-63. A&M beat Southeast Louisiana 69-52. Texas State beat A&M Corpus Christi 51-46. Of course, the Dallas Cowboys got a football game this weekend. They're going to host San Francisco Sunday at noon Central. Now, the Cowboys have 3 games left to play, but they're still only 2 games out of the top spot in the NFC East. And if they were to win the NFC East, they'd go to the playoffs. So if Washington was to lose out and the Cowboys were to win out, the Cowboys would win the division, provided that, you know, somebody like Philly or the Giants didn't sneak in there, because I think one of them have the tiebreaker against the Cowboys. But I'd say that to say, with only 4 wins, the Cowboys still have a chance to win the division. Go figure. The Texans will visit the Colts Sunday at noon. Texans have nothing to play for. Here's my other question. Should the Texans keep playing Deshaun Watson, given that they have nothing to play for? They can't get a winning record. They can't win the division. They can't make the playoffs. Keith Hennig is leaving me. Broke my heart. Bye, Keith. Bye, bro. Call of the year 2020. So would you keep playing Deshaun Watson with nothing left to play for? What if he gets hurt? And now you're bringing in a new head coach with A.J. McCarron as the starting quarterback. This is just me. I would sit Deshaun down for the rest of the year. I really would. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Brother A.J. Ferdinand. What's up, lunch breaker?
What's up, brother?
Man, stop playing Deshaun, man. Well, what you playing him for, man?
That's what I said. What's the point?
When we gonna get it together, man?
They don't want to get it together.
Man, Houston, I've been here a little minute, AJ, and I've seen some crazy things in Houston when it comes to sports. Really, I would stop playing Deshaun. I would try to find some more chemistry with the football team and going in a different direction, because right now you're not going to win too many more games. I mean, you have nothing to play for. We tried to play for pride. That didn't work, so what you going to play for? So I'll be revamping, for next year and trying to start something different.
I got you. That's what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. I wouldn't. Listen. I wouldn't play him, and I know people will be mad, but I wouldn't play him.
Yeah, and I just think that our sports as a whole in the Houston area really need to be trying to go in a direction to where we need to be doing something different. Coming 2021, I like if things can work out with James here, AJ, but if they can't, I would base what I have on my trades recently, the offense that will be going forward, and structuring the team to be doing something different. Because look, the only time that the Rockets won a championship, AJ, is with a center. So my whole focus is running my offense through a center, not through a guard.
Right.
That's all. I just think we just need to go in a different direction, AJ, and nothing wrong with change. Change is good.
All right, bro. I appreciate you as always, man.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. Appreciate it.
You too. All right, y'all. We got to take a quick break. This sports update brought to you by the good folks at Care Team. The Care Team are the folks that can get you insurance if you don't have any, and everybody needs insurance. So listen up. Care Team will be coming up in just a minute. If you want to call them, 281-990-1377. That's 281-990-1377. Or go to the website, careteamcares.com. They're bringing us this segment of the lunch break.
My name is Lily. My mom and dad used to fight about money all the time. Then one day, I heard them talking about this guy, some uncle I never knew, called Uncle Sam. Well, they say this Uncle Sam guy wanted them to pay him like $1 gazillion, and they didn't have $1 gazillion. So they called this company they heard on the radio called the Tax Doctor. And the Tax Doctor worked with Uncle Sam's people. I think they're called the IRS. And they are able to work it out so my mom and dad didn't have to pay Uncle Sam very much money at all. So now mom and dad are happy, and I'm happy too. Thanks, Tax Doctor.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, call now and pay less. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
Now is a great time to replace your worn-out windows during the Renewal by Andersen 25-year savings event. Upgrade your home today. Buy 4 windows and get the 5th one free. Plus, get 12 months with no interest, no money down, and no payments. Call now. Get 4 windows and get the 5th one free. Installation and warranty included. Renewal by Andersen takes every CDC recommended safety precaution to protect your family. For 25 years, people have trusted us for their window replacement needs, and you can too. Call now to learn about our buy 4, get the 5th one free window replacement offer.
800-330-1685. 800-330-1685. 800-330-1685. That's 800-330-1685.
Interest accrues from date of purchase, but is waived if paid in full within 12 months. Other conditions apply. We've adjusted our operations to serve you safely following all CDC guidelines. Visit renewalbyandersen.com for details.
As the coronavirus is ravaging our community, make sure you have health insurance. Let Care Team Insurance assist you with our free medical enrollment assistance program. Call now and see what you qualify for at 281-990-1377. There are over 13 million people without insurance that should qualify for plans starting at $0 to only $50 per month. Care Team has helped thousands of people just like you by providing free enrollment assistance. Don't be taken advantage of by people selling bad or fake insurance. Make sure you have health insurance. Let Care Team Insurance assist you. This is AJ Jones, and KYOK listeners, I want you to call now and see what you qualify for. Plans starting at $0 to only $50 per month at 281-990-1377. That's 281-990-1377. Or visit careteamcares.com. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's AJ Jones with the lunch break on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 and 92.3 FM. It's that time of year when we are reminded of all the things we should be thankful for, and that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So with that in mind, on Wednesdays from now through Christmas, we'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Butterball. That's right, you can win a gift certificate for a Butterball turkey on Wednesdays on the lunch break between 12 and 2. Just be the right caller, and your Butterball turkey will be on us at the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3.
You're listening to
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
Lunch break. Lunch break. KYOK. Lunch break. Lunch break.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. All right, let me try. I was asking y'all about this versus thing that I want to start doing here on the show, and I want to call it something like Guess My Stats. Guess My Stats. And you're not guessing their stats. I'm going to give them to you, but you tell me who is the better player or quarterback from me giving you the stats. So we'll come up. Me and Willie Gibson will come up with the name, or me and David Grubb or El Michelle can help me out. All right, here we go. I've got two quarterbacks. All right. And both of them played in the state of Texas. One quarterback threw for 22,700 yards. 22,700 yards. The other quarterback threw for 25,467 yards. Which quarterback do you want? Quarterback A or quarterback B? One quarterback threw for 22,700 yards. The other quarterback over their career threw for 25,467 yards. Which quarterback do you want, A or B? 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000, or text me, 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. Quarterback A or B? El Michelle said she wanted quarterback B. All right. El Michelle, Haywood said quarterback B. So we got 2 for quarterback B, nobody for quarterback A. Text me 832-403-5005 or call me 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. Al, I'm going to give you more information in a minute. All right, here we go. I got a text that just came in. All right, AG. What's up, AG? What's going on? Long time, bro. AG said, give me quarterback B. All right, so that's 3 for quarterback B. All right, I'm running out of time, so let's go to the next stat. Quarterback A threw for 153 touchdowns over his career. Quarterback A threw for 138 touchdowns over their career. Which quarterback do you want? A or B? A or B? A was 153. B is 138. A or B? And got another text message just came in. CC said, give me quarterback B. Okay, give me quarterback B. So that's 4 for quarterback B. Nobody for quarterback A yet. Quarterback A threw for 153 touchdowns over their career. Quarterback B threw for 138 touchdowns over their career. Okay, Karen said quarterback B. L is being real obstinate. She said not fair. Keith Hennick said quarterback B. We got 6 for B, nobody for A. Monty said, give me quarterback A. Give me quarterback A. So we got 1 for quarterback A. I know it's tricky. I know it is. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it. All right, let me say another text message that just came in. RC. What's up, RC? Says give him quarterback A. We got 6-2. It's 6-2. All right, let me give you the last stat that I'm going to give you. Quarterback A completed 57% of his passes. 57% of his passes. Quarterback B completed 64% of his passes. Quarterback B completed 64% of his passes. Quarterback A completed 57% of his passes. What do you want, quarterback A or B? A or B? Got to go quick, y'all. Got to go quick. El Michelle said quarterback B. She said A and B. El Michelle, okay, I'm going to give you a half vote. Half for one, half for the other. All right. Somebody give me, who you got? Let me see who you got. Okay, 832-224 said, on the passing yards, give me B. On the touchdowns, give me A. And on the completion percentage, give me B. All right, so 2 there and 1 there. So it's 9-4. 9-4. Karen Gibson said, give me B. It's 10-4. Haywood said B, certainly. It's 11-4. All right. Guess who quarterback A was? Quarterback A that few people wanted was Roger Staubach of the Dallas Cowboys. Quarterback B, who won for today, is Matt Schaub of the Houston Texans. Y'all took Matt Schaub over Roger Staubach. Super Bowl champion over a dude who was a backup quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons when they blew a 28-3 lead in the 4th quarter against the New England Patriots. So, yeah, that's the game we're going to do every Wednesday. Guess my stats. Or pick my stats. That's what we'll call it. Pick my stats. All right. If you got ideas, if you got ways that we can make that even more fun, we'll do that. I'm going to get some sponsors to put some around that. And we're going to do that starting next Wednesday. That was fun. I liked it. Y'all did good. All right, I got to get ready to go. Sybil Wilkes up next with the latest in COVID-19. And then I got to go. Donnie McClurkin and the Donnie McClurkin Show later on. And then, of course, in the morning, you got Erica Campbell and Griff. And then you got Shiloh Radio. And then your boy will be back with Throwback Thursday. Chris Gardner will be with me. I believe Willie Gibson will be with me as well. So we'll do that tomorrow. Again, y'all, as always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it except wash your hands, wear your mask, give people 6 feet. And when you see that racism, kill it, not the person, the racism.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know today. More than 300,000 people have now died from the coronavirus in the United States. This milestone comes as the first Americans are receiving Pfizer's newly authorized coronavirus vaccine, and the country.
Y'all, I appreciate y'all doing it. I got to run, so y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all be blessed, okay?